So in summary of what's been going on in the last year, key points. So in the last year, we have been facing growing pressures from the animal rights community, with more focus on tropical fish than ever before. The CITES Marines workshop back in May was a prime example. That workshop, held in Australia, did highlight the fact, something we actually know, is that many of those who wish to seek to control our sector, seek to control the trade, don't really know a lot about it, and they don't really seem to care much about facts or reality, which makes our job much more difficult in that sort of environment. Nonetheless, I would say, due to excellent engagement of the industry reps attending and the other pet trade associations in attendance, we did manage to contain the most problematic areas and issues that were being thrown up by those wishing to introduce greater controls. However, in terms of the CITES Marines work, it does leave a big question mark over where that work stream goes next, if anywhere. Disappointingly, what didn't come out of this was any coherent strategy on the way forward. Beyond our CITES related work, we have given broader attention to sustainability in our sector. We have held discussions with public aquarium sector about means to identify whether fish have been sustainably sourced, including options for traceability, accreditation and certification schemes, and those conversations carry on. We have been developing a sourcing tool for members that anyone purchasing live fish, be they retailers, wholesalers or importers, could use to make informed decisions about the animals they stock. We would hope to be starting a working group looking at that early next year. Also, as part of our evidence programme, we support PhD projects on the sustainability of livestock sourcing and on the role of industry in achieving conservation and sustainability objectives and supporting livelihoods. These are all well underway and will help us define our future strategy, our future policies and our future direction of travel. As with every meeting, we have to mention the government's GB-EU border strategy. It remains a bit of a mess, as we report to pretty much every meeting, particularly as far as live animal imports are concerned. This has been a significant focus for us. The border target operating model for live animals is still not introduced. It's expected now next year. It's been delayed 3 or 4 times already. The key areas that we are focusing on in terms of that model, that's the government's strategy, is the risk categorisation given to our sector, which is currently high. We are seeking to reduce that to at least a medium level of risk to reflect the reality of the situation, but also to allow our members and our sector access to trusted trader schemes and the benefits that derive from them. Another area of interest for us is the proportion of inspections at the border, at the point of import, how many boxes in a consignment are checked. We're seeking to reduce, get that set at a very proportionate and sensible level. We have some very serious concerns about the border control post availability on our eastern seaboard, where at the moment there is only 1 new border control post at Seaport proposed. We're concerned that this could create serious bottlenecks, and because it's not just for our sector, this is for all sectors, so it includes farm animals and other live animals. So everything will be filtered through Sevington in Dover, which we fear could cause serious welfare implications. Other areas of interest in relation to the border is ensuring the information technology systems are fit for purpose and keeping the costs of importing down. We are hopeful that the change in government administration and a new attitude will open doors to a more sensible way forward, and they have, for example, indicated a desire to introduce reciprocal veterinary checks that we lobbied for pre-election, which is a positive sound. And in recent conversations with government officials, we are seeing changing attitudes and positive progress in certain areas, including commitment to review aspects of the IT systems, in particular the most problematic area, which we think is the ALVS system. They have indicated an openness to reconsidering the risk level attached to ornamental fish and to considering the level of inspections at the border. We have been working with the Companion Animal Sector Council and have made proposals to DEFRA to improve the licensing of activities involving animals regulations, which have been shown to be far too onerous and complicated for vendors and create too much opportunity for them to fall foul of poorly trained or vexatious inspectors. To help address the latter point, we ran our first practical training programme for local authority inspectors, and more are planned for next year and beyond. And at last, we're in a position to launch the Pet Know-How tool, which we hope will help retailers deliver their responsibilities under the LIA regulations. The plan is to fully launch those in March next year. So keep an eye on this space and on our website and social media for news on that. Finally, for now, we have established new work streams to look at how to promote OATA to the wider world, and just today on how we might help grow the trade and build the consumer base.